Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Of course.
How is Aloka doing? So many people want to know.
So many people are following him. He's doing really remarkably well post-op. This is 9 days after knee surgery, and he is recovering probably better than expected. He's just doing fantastically well. Yesterday he was outside, and I don't think was any more lame than what he was pre-op. So, and that's just 9 days after his surgery. So, just got to give him a little bit more time, and I think he'll be racing around without any lameness at all.
Well, that's great to hear. Can you walk us through when he first arrived, how you first got him? The monks are being followed by people all over the world, and so I think there's a great amount of interest in just how the monks and their organizers even brought Aloka to you.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. I mean, Aloka's, of course, been on the Peace Walk with them since Texas and doing honestly many days quite well. But I think there was some concern a couple of weeks ago that his lameness in the right hind was getting a little bit worse. When they passed through just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, they went to a general practitioner. The hospital is called Batesburg-Leesville Animal Hospital. They took x-rays, did a physical exam, thought he had a cranial cruciate ligament rupture, which is akin to a human ACL tear, and recommended that the monks speak with an orthopedic surgeon. Uh, and so probably 2 weekends ago, I had the honor of meeting face to face with the head monk and did a physical exam on Aloka and gave the monk some options in regards to what they could do for him, ranging from basically keeping him comfortable on a little bit of pain control, maybe some non-steroidal anti-inflammatories to the end of the walk and then considering surgery, through to having knee surgery sooner rather than later. Honestly, when I left that conversation, I thought they were going to wait on surgery until after the walk was finished. But I think after they considered, they felt it kinder for Aloka to try and take care of the lameness sooner rather than later. And so uh, we were notified Sunday night, a week ago Sunday night, that they were interested in the knee surgery, and he was brought to us early Monday morning.
So he then had the surgery, and as you said, it has been going well, and the recovery is going well. What length of recovery are you anticipating for this before he can be discharged?
Well, discharged from the hospital, honestly, most knee surgeries are discharged within a day or two of the procedure. And Aloka could have been discharged in that time frame, except that his environment, of course, is not like a typical family's environment. They're on the road. They don't often know where they're going to be sleeping. They are very busy with other things and likely short-staffed. And I think there was some concern with Aloka immediately going back into the environment that he wouldn't have the best chance of the best recovery. So the monks actually sort of felt that it was better for Aloka to stay with us for some period of time, which is why he is still here. He gets rehab with our rehabilitation service, physical therapy daily, which is great for his recovery, probably part of why he's doing so well post-op. As far as when he'll go back, it ought to be fairly soon. I would say my guess is late this week or early next week. But honestly, that's up to the monks. They do, Aloka has a representative of the monks here with him, who's constantly sort of watching him and monitoring what's going on. And he's the person that communicates directly with the monks unless I'm sitting right in front of them, which I've had the honor to do twice. But otherwise, we are happy to, of course, provide any care that Aloka needs in the meantime. But ultimately, when he rejoins the monks, will be up to them. He's actually 9 days post-op, as I said, so the incision is almost healed at this point. And come Monday, he will be allowed into increasing levels of activity. Still controlled. He can't go walking 20 miles a day with the monks yet. So still controlled, short walks multiple times a day. Those increases will happen every 2 weeks. At 8 weeks post-op, which is about 6 weeks from now, he'll have another set of x-rays to confirm that the joint has healed in the way that we want it to. And at that point, he'll be allowed to be reintroduced back into activity and full exercise ultimately.
So really, for folks who are following along with the monk's path and journey, people shouldn't really expect to see Aloka back on that walk for at least 6 weeks. And honestly, I can't do the math in my head
No,
immediately. I don't
that's
know if
correct. Not on the full walk like he used to be with the monks. All day, every day, he was out with them. But I do think that what they could expect is that my guess is within the week that there will be sightings of Aloka back with the monks again. So that when they stop for their lunch break, when they stop for prayer, when they stop in the evenings, that he will be able to be out and about with them then, and that people will be able to see him back with his community.
that's wonderful. When you first met with the monks, as you mentioned, you got to meet with them. And when Aloka first came to you, what was your impression of, or direct conversation about their relationship with Aloka?
It's very special. The head monk is really Aloka's person, and Aloka is his dog. Their relationship is very clearly special, very close, and I found it so heartwarming that he made the decision. When I spoke with him, he said he wanted Aloka on this journey with him. And that's why when I left that conversation, I actually thought he was going to elect to wait for the surgery until after the walk was done. The walk still has probably another 4 weeks to go, maybe 3 now. And so I was a little bit surprised. And then when I thought about it, I thought, maybe that's not too surprising that when he had contemplated what his options were, that he chose Aloka's immediate health over having him on the journey in the way that he had expected. They're very close. I also had the privilege of bringing Aloka to the monks last Thursday for a visit so that they could see that he was doing well and healing well, and so that Aloka could get some love back from his family. And Aloka just went absolutely nuts when the monk entered the room. I mean, he was so happy to see him, all over him, licking his face. And the monk, held him sort of forehead to forehead and spoke with him. And it's just really touching. We as veterinarians see the relationship between animals and people all day, every day. And it's always touching. But to see Aloka, the peace dog, with the venerable monks was just all that more special.
I'm sure it was. So I guess maybe I end by asking you over the next little while, as he does more physical therapy, you expect that Aloka will be back to fully good health by the time he leaves your care.
All indications are that he will be back to full health and be allowed to be reintroduced to exercise at the 8-week post-op mark. That, of course, depends on his continued restriction throughout the post-op period. But the monks are incredibly dedicated to this post-op period. Having done the surgery, they are absolutely dedicated to providing Aloka the best chance for the best recovery.
The amount of interest has been just
He's a,
incredible.
he's a special dog. Honestly, he's a funny combination between approachable and aloof. I don't think I've met a dog like him. He's just a joy to be around. He's a really special character.